Welcome to the Pacific Institute for Sport Education. I'm part of Camosun College campus here at Interurban. And tonight's matchup, men's volleyball, it is the Avalanche against the Chargers. I'm Charles Parkinson, bringing you all the action, and joining me is my partner, Eddie. Nice to see you again. So, Ed, let me talk to you a little bit about this matchup. So, last time these two teams met, it was COTR over the Chargers twice. And the Chargers were in second place, and now they've kind of dropped down. This would be a preview of the semifinals unless the Chargers can actually start winning. They're coming off a bit of a losing streak, a little inconsistency. What are your thoughts about kind of where they are and where things might go tonight?
Yeah, crucial weekend here for the Chargers, more specifically. Currently 8-8 in the conference, fourth in the rankings. I don't think they have a chance of staying out of the playoffs, but right now it's about getting the momentum on your side. The Chargers struggling a little bit recently, 1-7 over the last 8 matches, so that's not a good sign. 1-5 this year. So as we move towards the end of the regular season, you want to see your performance improving. And so this is a very, very crucial weekend here for the Chargers, not only because of that, but because they're also looking for that third spot in the rankings, right? Trying to delay that matchup against COTR in the playoffs, maybe looking to meet them in the final rather than on a semifinal. So big night here tonight for the Chargers, plus an emotional night. Seniors night for Christopher, Liam, fifth-year players. When they first started, I was here too.
Yes.
And great weekend of volleyball here for us tonight.
It'll be very interesting as well because College of the Rockies, the number one team in the country, are coming off 2 thrilling 5-set losses to VIU on Thursday and Friday night. So this should be a really interesting matchup as we turn it over to the public address announcer for the pregame protocol.
Before we start this event, we would like to acknowledge that Camosun College is located on the traditional territory of the Lkwugen and W SÁNEĆ peoples. Camosun is honored for the opportunity that we all have to work, learn, and compete on these lands. We now politely ask for everyone who is able to please rise and remove your hats for the playing of our national anthem.
see the starting lineups for both of these teams. Ed, any surprises for you, or is this pretty much as expected?
No surprises for me. Camosun sending out what I think Coach Calvin Ma thinks is the best lineup. Same for College of the Rockies, the Avalanche. So hoping to see a great fight here tonight. Always great to play against the best team in the country. Always that, feeling good. Let's take them out here tonight. Let's show them we can do this. Plus the momentum building, right? This might be a preview for the semifinal in the conference. So Chargers looking to come out strong here tonight and win this game. Should be a good one, Charles.
Well, we know that the top two teams out of British Columbia will make it to nationals. One as the conference champion and the other as the wild card, which means that you have to win your semifinal. That's looking ahead maybe a little bit, but this could be a preview, as you say. The Chargers, if they want to get out of that fourth place position, are going to have to win at least one match this weekend, and then it'll be up to Douglas College to help them out, and I'm sure they'll be watching this with interest as well.
That's right, and Douglas still has to play both VIU and the College of the Rockies, so really important matchup here this weekend for the Chargers.
And here we go. The Chargers will be the first to put the ball into play. Matthew Rappin. It's to the wing, and Policarpo is dug. Spinelli with a chance, but it's going to be a free one. More action from the wing. A one-arm dig. And unfortunately, the chicken wing does not work as that ball ricochets off Adolphson's hand.
And the game starting like we expect the whole game to go. Diego getting lots of volume on the left side. Christopher digging balls. Chargers not able to execute there, but yeah.
Oh, Braum with a beautiful serve right down to position one, and what you see with the Avalanche is a big screen there trying to obscure the passers.
That's right, and that's a common tactic in volleyball. You cannot be moving your arms around, you cannot be moving yourself around, but you're allowed to stay in front of the ball. Ace there, and now Chargers textbook side out.
And the second pass is on the money, and that goes right into the middle. And Scherger out of Australia has really been an impact player for these Chargers.
Impactful player, ranked first in blocks per set in the conference. Yeah, great job by the Australian, Gabriel serving.
Spinelli, spin server, and you could see that toss got away from him. The toss is so important on those spin serves, right?
Yeah, very important. You want to hit that ball at the apex of your movement. Kind of let the ball drop a little bit. His elbow dropped a little bit, hit it across his body into the net. Point Avalanche.
And a second ace for the Avalanche as that one lands in. Not particularly hard. Reese Grusing gave that ball a bruising, as they say.
Yeah, not very much of a hard spin there, but well placed. Dropped at the end line. Chargers not sure who was going for that ball. Point Avalanche.
This one off the tape. Adolphson takes it. Scherger gets crash blocked. And that was a commit block from Noah Hadwin.
Noah, beautiful block there in the middle. First year middle out of Saskatchewan.
And he is a big drink of water, that boy. And he committed on that fully. Third one is in, set to the wing this time. Adolphson is dug out of the back row. Dug again, back and forth it goes. Oh, beautiful shot. Boy, I don't know where that came from, but Adolphson found an amazing angle.
Yeah, not so much of a good set there by Lachlan. Edvard still able to put that ball into the Avalanche side of the court. I would say a little bit of a mistake there by the Avalanche. Should be putting up a better pass with that ball, but in any case, point Chargers.
And both teams starting out on fire as the Chargers get on the ace column. And there's a 2-point gap here as College of the Rockies leads 5-3. Sugar has got a bit of a hybrid on his serve. Can spin, can float, and can hit it long as well.
Yeah, tried to go for more of a spin this time and hit it long. Lachlan ranked 15th in aces per set in the conference. Diego serving now.
Policarpo, big jump. Great arm swing. It's an over bump, gives a free ball opportunity to the Avalanche. Out of the back row comes Policarpo, but that ball goes wide. I think the set might have been a little inside, perhaps.
Yeah, and you can see how the Avalanche be utilizing Diego. He's playing as a left side, but he also hits the D ball in a usual opposite position. So lots of volume towards Diego tonight.
Stadola, he puts this one in. Again, here's that D ball again. Blocked. Another opportunity from the wing, though. It's a chip shot. Chargers in transition, out of the pipe, off the hands and down.
Yeah, great job by the Chargers. Boston calling for Diego once again on that D ball, able to recover that ball off the block, and then transition game by the Chargers.
Spinelli had no approach on that shot, but when you're that tall, it sure helps a lot. Here's another big serve. Free ball for the Chargers. 3 men in motion. Here they come. It's to the outside, and it's an unforced error. Again, that acute angle, just too sharp.
Yeah, if you want to go for that really sharp angle, you have to be a little bit higher on that approach, on that jump. One-on-one situation, honestly, no need to look for the sharpest of the angles. Unforced mistake there by the Chargers.
Yeah.
Avalanche up 2 points.
Anywhere in the middle of the court will do on those shots. Here's the back row set. Doug Policarpo from the right side. Kept alive. Edvard tracks it down. Another shot. Doug again. Stadola in the middle. It goes to Conlon. And the Chargers rewarded with some incredible pursuit.
Yeah, great defense there by the Chargers. Again, Diego getting all the volume on the Avalanche side. Chargers doing a good job recognizing that and adjusting their defense. And then able to transition and closing that gap to 1 point.
Well, one of the things for sure is that you know that the Chargers have gone to school on the last 2 matches that the Avalanche have played and are looking for the positions, both defensively and in that case on the block.
Yeah, well, I mean, that's going to be the story of the game here. Diego getting most of the balls on the Avalanche side, and Chargers just trying to stop him any way they can. So, even game now.
7-7 opening set, best of 5 matchup. Adelson into the net this time. And that sets up an opportunity for Boston Thiessen as he is on the end line. One of the few float servers, and this one catches an updraft, and it is gone. One of the seniors for the Chargers on the end line. Liam Conlon returns the favor. Francisco. He puts a float in. Oh, it's a dandy. Causes all kinds of trouble, and Spinelli just has to put a high ball over, and there's an inside ball in motion from the Avalanche. Policarpo came way inside there.
Oh yeah, that's a common ball that they like to run. especially on those free balls where you know the pass is going to be a good pass. And Diego, calling for that fast ball, inside ball, just mounting on it, tough to stop.
Again, trying to exploit the gaps in those blocks. There's only 3 blockers. And so on 9-meter net, there's always a gap, but Spinelli comes straight back. So both teams showing some consistency here and trading side outs back and forth.
Yeah, and that's the difference between the men's and the women's game too. Men's game a little bit more physical. The rallies last a little bit, not so long. Gabriel able to score that ball.
Yes, the average rally in men's volleyball is 7 seconds. And in that case, it was about 2.5 seconds as it was bump set and that middle really fast.
Yeah, if the Chargers want to have a good chance of winning here tonight, they cannot allow the Avalanche to stay in system, because that just opens up a whole other possibilities for their offense instead of just Diego.
Stadola blows that ball between the blocker's hands and to the floor. And so we're seeing a lot of consistency here early on. No nerves, it appears.
Yeah, great kill by Stadola, currently ranked 8th in kills per set in the conference.
Spinelli missed his last serve. See what he can do here. Better toss, gets this one over. Policarpo takes it, half-speed shot. Back set Stadola, and this one is out. And so that's a couple of unforced errors that we've seen on the sharp cross-court shots from the Chargers, and that's what's plagued them over the last few matches.
Yeah, and especially transition ball, you have to realize you're going to get 2 blockers in front of you no matter what. Yeah, not able to connect there.
And those are the money points when you're in transition, and the money giveaways when the other team misses their serve.
That's right.
And that's often the difference, as COTR maintains a 1-point lead over the home team. Oh, tough serve. Can it be saved? No, does not have enough legs to go over. I thought that serve was long, but hey, what do I know?
Yeah, tough ball to pass there. Like you said before, sort of a hybrid serve. You never know if it's come floating or with a spin. It's tough to, judge it before it reaches you. Lkwugen again.
Reese Clark had to make that decision there, but this time there has no decision to make at all as it sails into the net.
And Chargers right now with 4 missed serves already.
Policarpo is on the end line. Now he has mad hops and a big arm, and this one, though, just a little bit long, so he's 0 for 2 from the service line so far.
Yeah, Chargers have to be happy about that. Diego, one of the most outstanding players in the PACWEST in a recent history, currently ranked 3rd in aces per set.
Stadola. This one's taken high outside, deep shot, and that one scores. And that was Albert Francisco. Not very tall, but extremely effective on that shot.
Yeah, very technical guy, great player, 3rd year, also played as a libero, but now is an outside hitter from Winnipeg, Manitoba.
Only a 6-footer, but he's got juice as he demonstrated there. The middle is stopped. Again, it's Francisco. This time it's the dump, kept alive. Off the net. Both teams extremely mobile. Spinelli. Conlon dug again. Policarpo out of the back row, and it is out of bounds. Looked like he was trying to avoid the block rather than take it on.
Yeah, second mistake there by Diego on that very same shot. Trying to go for line on a short set. Trying to hit that ball with a little bit of a side spin. Maybe not the best option there. But that's the thing when you're playing, attacking from a position that you're not used to.
Adolfson, second missed for him as well, as these are high-risk serves when you're trying to hit it at light speed. But every once in a while, you got to make sure it stays in. And so far, the serving has been very suspect on both sides of the court.
Yeah, and some of these are not even those very high-risk services. Chargers so far with 5 missed serves. Avalanche probably close to that too. So taking their chances there from the service line.
Conlon off the net, kept alive. And this one is down, as a really nice adjustment made on that play. And that was Francisco again, beating on that ball. Spinelli off the block and out of bounds. The block came down and they thought that maybe there was a touch. Ethan Brown looking at the referee, thinking it might have touched Spinelli's chest, but he's not going to get that call.
Yeah, sometimes that's bad luck, you know, blocking a good position there in front of Gabriel. Rewarded by his aggressiveness. Point Chargers, 16 all.
Here's Matthew Rappin, the top of the order. He puts this one, Policarpo with a nice dig. And the Avalanche rather are rewarded. So what we're seeing is on those nice passes where you have 3 options available to you, it's really tough for the blockers. Sometimes you just you get lucky.
Yeah, especially with good attackers like the Avalanche team. You just one-on-one, you take your attacker and you go all out trying to block, take as much space as you possibly can and let your defense work. Yeah, even game, like another missed serve there. Let's see what Gabriel can do from the service line.
Spinelli goes through a routine each time. Nice toss this time, and he goes down, crushed against his body into the back right position. If you're on the Avalanche side, and there was no touch there at all. Beautiful serve.
Yeah, beautiful serve. His whole body turned to position 5, and then just hitting that ball across his body into position 1. Nobody was expecting that. Great service by Gabriel.
Gives Chargers a 1-point lead. He does the same thing, but this one is dug perfectly, and what a quick attack that was. Finished by Noah Hadwin. Beautiful set.
Yeah, but I think there was a not touch call there, Charles, even though he did a great job setting his middle. Slight touch to the net.
On the follow through?
Yes.
The ball was maybe a little bit low. So Spinelli, attempt number 3 here. And this one not successful, but it does give the Chargers a 1-point lead. So the lead has been back and forth throughout the set so far, but it's going to be after 20 when it really counts, and teams have to be more consistent. We'll see something taken off that, and an error as that middle sails wide. Scherger hitting it out of bounds. Not sure what happened there, but either way, it ties this match.
Yeah, some spacing issues there. Didn't have enough space to go for that ball, to try to hit it down.
Harder one there, right side, Stadola off the block. And Chargers reestablish the lead. We're in the red zone now after 20. This is where matches are won and lost, right? Where the big players have to step up.
That is right. Right now there's no tipping, there's no roll shots. You have to go all out trying to score on every ball.
Pass is taken outside. The dig is made. Another chance for the Avalanche. Again, it's outside the tip, and this time it is successful. And that is what happens when you're a big attacker, right? Everybody's back, and that little tip showing good control.
Yeah, great option there by Diego. The off blocker on the Chargers side, not able to recognize that was going to be a tip, and now he's serving.
See if he can get a big one in here. Off the tape it goes. Into the middle, it's kept alive though. COTR out of the pipe, and that one is down. So some big playing here in transition from College of the Rockies, set up by that serve.
Yeah, the Chargers still haven't been able to connect through the middle. Some good passes so far, but the Avalanche middle being able to touch on every single attack.
Oh, Policarpo just launches into that one. Stadola, and he is successful.
Yeah, Stadola right now, best player on the Chargers side so far, hitting that ball precisely, being really aggressive every chance he gets. Props to number 9.
And he has a spin serve as well. All the pressure on him at the moment. And into the net it goes, and those are the ones you don't like to see at this stage of the match.
You want to give the other team at least the opportunity to make a mistake, especially at this point in the set, and especially when you don't go for an all-out serving. That was maybe a road shot, a 60% serve, still into the net, so not a good mistake. Avalanche up 1 point.
And a sub from the Avalanche as they brought in a bigger front row, but it's not even necessary as Spinelli is aced. And some real push coming from the Avalanche here in the late stages of set number 1. It has been steady back and forth up to now. So the Chargers have their work cut out for them now as this ball is put into play by Kester. Out of the pipe it goes and down. So there's one saved by the Chargers, still trailing by a point.
Yeah, Gabriel is redeeming himself there. Got ace on the previous point, now killing that ball off the pipe. Chargers down 1 point.
It's like Jake Bolton coming in for Edvard. Typically a float server. We'll see where he goes. And it is right into the tape. And those kind of errors, the last couple we've seen, make it really difficult for teams to win.
Yeah, I feel like I've lost track a little bit here, but that's the 8th miss serve by the Chargers here on the first set.
And remember, every miss is a point for the opposing team. So there's an over bump. The Chargers, though, will get another opportunity. Got away with one there. Spinelli is off the block. And he is under the net, lost his footing. And he crossed the plane of the net. The down official, Bobby Vu, saw it, called it automatically. So an entertaining first set, but more push, more consistency in the end, shown by the College of the Rockies, and they take the first one 25-22. We're just about to start set number 2. And Ed, just to recap that first set, 8 missed serves.
8 missed serves by the Chargers, 3 missed hits, and I guess 3 aces too. So that total is 14, if I'm not wrong. 14 errors in mistakes, basically, which is like, I guess we can say that's U17, U18 level. So on the bright spot, still 25-22.
Yes,
right?
so both teams making a lot of errors. Just you can't spot a team 14, especially not a team that's ranked number 1 in the country.
Especially the best team in the country. You have to minimize those unforced errors. So let's see if the Chargers can up their performance here on the second set.
So just need to decrease those errors a little bit. Set to the outside. Stadola has to tip. Here's a hit from that right side off the outside hand of Kyle Stadola, and that was Reed Grusing. Very nice job there.
Yeah, Reed being a really effective player ever since he started playing with the Avalanche. Great addition here by College of the Rockies.
He's from Bragg Creek, 6'3", as the Avalanche put that one into the net. And Bolton now has stayed out, came in as a sub in set number 1, now staying out and playing as he puts his float serve in. Missed the first one, but this one taken. Into the middle it goes. Great timing there. And that is Ethan Brom. And right on time.
Yeah, float serve, not so much weight behind that ball. Avalanche able to put up a good pass and run through the middle. And that's when things can get really hard here for the Chargers.
Back set coming down the line. It goes. Stadola. Nice turn there. As that one was forced to the right side.
Yeah, great job by Stadola. Inserting himself as the team starting right side. Great job by number 9 here so far.
Nice ball taken to the outside, Policarpo, and he just turns one down the line, off the blocker's hand. Totally looked like a cross-court approach.
Yeah, body totally turned to the cross-court. A little bit of an off-speed hit off the blocker's hands. Another kill for the Avalanche left side.
Into the middle it goes, but it is dug. And it's a free ball for the Chargers, but it's a little bit too long. Grusing trying to force the Chargers to the very back of the court, but heads up play as it was out. 3-3, set number 2. Stadola puts the spin in, perfect pass. That ball is dug. And it is Stadola again. And he's kind of heating up. You talked about him as maybe the best player for the Chargers there in that first set. And continuing on.
Yeah, he's showing a lot of thought on his swing picks. He's just picking his shots right now. Still showing a lot of aggressiveness, and let's see what he can do from the service line.
There's a big shot. This one is dug nicely. And again, that ball is straight down and in the middle. The one thing I'll say about the Avalanche is that compared to many of the teams in the league, their middles are right on time.
Right on time, and right now they're having the edge here over the Chargers middles. Every time they've had the chance to swing on the ball, they've been able to score. And also touching on the blocks for every middle attack from the Chargers.
Policarpo, his pass is handled easily, but it's kept alive. Policarpo. And LaGuardia makes the dig. Once again, it's dug. Another free ball opportunity. Can the Chargers put this one down? Outside it goes, and yes! Adolfson sharp cross-court angle on that really fast set.
Yeah, great job by the Chargers now. Insistent balls. Advert one-on-one situation on the left side. Able to hit that sharp cross he was looking for. Great job by the Chargers here. Up 1 point.
And back he goes to serve. See if he can keep this one in. Nope, not a great night for him so far from the service line.
I think maybe that was the first mistake from the service line from the Chargers on this set.
In this set.
Yeah,
that's the third.
Yeah, if I remember correctly, so better start from the Chargers.
Third miss for Adolfson. And this one is a return. See one, play one. Into the net, that one goes as well. So we'll see what Liam Conlon can do, the veteran. He takes a breath and puts a good shot in right to the very deep corner.
Great job by Liam. Being on really consistent serving this season and the past season as well. Right in the seam. Great job by number 17 on his seniors night.
Let's see if he can do it again as the Avalanche have 4 men up there in their serve-receive formation, and Policarpo from the back row, but it's Doug. Here's a chance from the outside. There's got another swing coming from the backside. Stadola, diving save, kept alive. Policarpo, and he sails this one. It's 8 bricks up on the wall, and the Chargers score another point.
Yeah, Coach Cisco said that was enough. 8-5 on the second set. He's not liking what he's seeing from his abs. So timeout, College of the Rockies.
What do you think? That's smart play. Chargers kind of on a roll. Want to give them maybe a chance to think about it, talk to his own team about it. You see him having some words with his setter, maybe talking about location or choices.
Yeah, they did have an opportunity to transition that ball. Short set to the left side for Albert. Maybe that's what Cisco is talking about. But yeah, he's definitely not happy from what he's seeing here on the second set.
So Chargers starting with a lot more consistency in set number 2 than they did throughout set number 1. But the question is, you got to keep it going right through to the end. It's like the old saying, when you see the finish line, you got to run right through it, not right up to it.
That's right. And you have to realize the other team, even though they're #1 team in the country, they also make mistakes. So it's about reducing your own mistakes and continue to play hard, staying true to the game plan, realizing that Diego will get most of the volume there, and then letting your system run. So good job by the Chargers here at the start of the second set.
And we'll see if that timeout pays dividends for Coach Cisco Ferrero, as Conlon is on the end line again. And success for the Avalanche as that ball sails long, and we see that time and time again.
After the timeout, point Avs.
And this one sails into the net, and that's Boston Thiessen. And immediately Ferrero jumps up off his chair and looking down his roster, seeing what changes can I make. Keep this ball alive. Rappin, taken by Policarpo. Outside it goes. Kept alive. Here's a chance for the Chargers. Oh, it looks like a slam dunk off a head there. And in the end, it's a slam from Policarpo off the block.
Yeah, high ball hit for him on the pipe. 3 blocks in front of him. No doubt on his mind on what to do with that ball. Swing hard and deep. Able to score. Point Avs.
Policarpo hitting so high. There's a quick shot in the middle, kept alive. Here they come again for the Chargers. And a double contact this time as Ethan Brom, he got up there very, very quickly, but couldn't get up and down in succession.
And the Avs middle blockers are doing a good job so far here tonight, touching on most of the balls. The Chargers middle blockers not having a super efficient night, but great job on the last point.
Nice pass there, as this time, just as you say that, the Chargers right in the right position. And that was Scherger.
Yeah, and that's what we love to see. He is showing off why he's the #1 blocker in the conference. Big guy, long arms, just stay in front of the attacker and then pulling the trigger right when he was supposed to be doing that. So great job by number 11.
Another ball taken by Policarpo. In he comes. Beautiful line shot. Textbook crossbody.
Yeah, fastball there, even though it was out of system. Diego, such a physical player, very technical too. I guess Matthew Rappin wasn't ready for that kind of speed on the outside ball. A little bit off guard there. Point Avs.
This one goes down the line, but it's kept alive. There's a chance in transition for the Avalanche. Policarpo, and it's in the seam of the Chargers block.
Yeah, all started with a great service brought by number 11, Luke. Chargers out of system, and then able to transition there with Diego.
Margino, one good one, and then one into the net as he goes off, replaced by the libero.
Yeah, Avs suffering from what the Chargers suffered on the first set. Too many missed serves, not able to build a momentum, a rhythm. Chargers up 3 points.
And they have settled down from the service line for sure in this set. Beautiful pass, set to the outside, and Conlon is there, shutting the door on that cross-court attempt.
Great job by Liam. Sticking true to the game plan, even though it was a good pass. He still went all the way to the left side. And now, yeah, setter change here on the F side.
So Cisco Ferrero, coach of the Avalanche, seen enough there and decides to make a change in the hands as that ball was a little bit inside. Bit of a trap set as Scherger goes long. And that has a tendency to change the whole way the offense unfolds when you bring in new hands.
That's right. Yeah, usually don't have two of the same type of setters in your team. So Cisco hoping to see something different here from his setter. And then another misserve by the Avs.
Stadola is at the end line now for the Chargers. They seem to have settled themselves, recognizing this is going to go at least 4 sets. And that is a really tough serve. Grusing cannot contain that power.
Yeah, Chargers really picked up their serving game here on the second set, putting up some good serves in, not many mistakes, and then able to build that 5-point lead here in the middle of the second set.
Well, can he do it again? Stadola, a nice toss, very low. Policarpo takes this one. He's going to make the hit as well. And tries to go too acute on the angle. And he is really up there. Not sure he needs to go quite that acute. He could go right over top.
That's right. Big jumper, very light on his feet. Powerful athlete. Just wanted to go for a really sharp shot there. Maybe not needed. Good for the Chargers.
Another big serve. Policarpo again. And the Avalanche lucky. Another really inside set, kind of a trap set. Policarpo showing a lot of skill to get out of that.
Yeah, he was hoping for a faster ball. Was a little bit of a higher set. but just showing all of his tools here. Able to hit an off-speed ball down the line. Chargers not ready to dig that deep ball.
He takes a rip at it, and it is in. So after a number of successive misses, Policarpo scores the point.
Yeah, Policarpo, as usual, getting lots of points, being the most requested player on his side of the net. Currently ranked 3rd in aces per set.
Takes another one, but this one is handled quickly. Kept alive though. Policarpo again. Another chance for the Chargers coming from the back row. Maybe not the best choice of sets there as Policarpo finally finishes it.
Policarpo again being the main guy on his team. Started with a good pass on the Charger side. Matthew trying to run the middle again. He's really trying to get that middle going on his side, but they're just not being able to put the ball down successfully. Point Avs.
Oh, Policarpo trying to take a little bit off that shot, and you could see it. Not quite enough juice to go over the net. Adolfsson from the end line. Beautiful pass, all the options available, and that is good night.
Yeah, really inside set there, even though it was a D ball. Diego with a one-on-one situation there. Jake tried to cover some ground on the cross court, leaving all the line open for him, and Diego just doing what he does best.
Noah Hadwin rather, puts this one over. And Bolton, he's another big jumper on the Charger side. Maybe not quite the power of Policarpo, but he's got the good hops.
Good hops, definitely. Haven't been seeing a lot of court time this year, but always coming in clutch when requested. Great job here by the left side.
Conlon spanks that one, but it's taken cross court. And once again, it is the money man for the Avalanche, number 15.
I feel like that was maybe the 5th set in a row for Diego. So time for the Chargers to recognize the pattern and just leave all the other options alone and really go after him.
Well, if it's working. Set to the middle, kept alive. Free ball, Chargers. Here they come. Poor pass, but it's blocked. Those free ball passes gotta be better than that.
Yeah, free ball to the Chargers side. Stadula with not so much of a good pass. And that just makes the blockers' job on the other side of the net so much easier. They don't have to go on a one-on-one situation, so 3 blockers in front of the pipe, point Avs, but yeah.
Looked like they were all following Sugar into the middle anyway, and the ball's right behind them, so
exactly.
Just stand right there. But another missed serve gives the ball straight back to the Chargers, so all kinds of trouble on the Avalanche side.
Yeah, Avs looking good up until when they have to serve the ball and then just not able to build the momentum.
Rappin puts one in. Little out of system play here, high, and it is out of bounds. So the Chargers doing what they need to do in this set, and that's taking options away.
Taking options away. You have to understand that Diego will always be an option. So you want to reduce the work and the effectiveness of all the other players. Let Diego do what he does. Try to stop him as much as you can, but really do not allow the other players to get going.
Rappin again. Straight back, Policarpo with a great pass this time, and he just throttles that ball out of the pipe. No blockers at all.
No chance for the Chargers. Perfect pass. Really no blocker in front of him, so that's just easy job for him. Diego.
It's amazing. He makes a back row attack look like he's in the front row. So now the Chargers have to remain consistent, and it's plays like that that will win sets for you. That's a beauty.
Yeah, great job by Matthew. We've been talking about it. He is really trying to connect with his middles throughout the whole game. Beautiful job there with that shoot ball in the middle. Almost like a 31, but he was like going off the court. So Lachlan, props to Lachlan too for believing on it.
Yes,
and
exactly.
Going for the approach.
Bolton, float serve. This one handled easily. In the middle it goes and down. Looked like Scherger had released on over to Policarpo's side, so makes it kind of easy when that happens.
Yeah, Advar trying to take the middle blocker one-on-one there. The attacker will always have the advantage, but it's clear the game plan for the Chargers.
A line serve handled easily and hit cross court. It's Stadola showing great consistency so far as the Chargers edge closer to 25, a 4-point gap.
Yeah, it's a great advantage here to get to this point of the set with the 4-point lead. Let's see if the Chargers can maintain it.
Big serve off the left arm of Policarpo, and that scores an ace for the Chargers and their 23rd point.
Yeah, Lachlan being a really effective player here for the Chargers this season. Second best server on the team, currently ranked 15th on the conference.
And this one just a little bit wide as he tries to move that ball from corner to corner, and it sets up an opportunity for Reed Grusing, and he is going to need to put some heat on this ball if he wants to bring his team back into this second set. It's handled, and in the middle it goes, but kept alive. Policarpo over the block and to the floor.
Yeah, great shot there by Diego. Calvin Ma says enough. Don't want to let the Avs build any momentum. Timeout, Chargers.
23-20, the Chargers lead as we take a break. Welcome back to the Pisey Gymnasium for our feature match between the Avalanche and the Chargers. We're in set number 2, and it is 23-20 for the Chargers, but they are trailing 1-0. This ball goes to the outside, but kept alive. Block is doing a good job getting a touch. Policarpo again off the blocker's hands. So the margin is narrowing here. This is where teams tend to get nervous.
Yeah, that's right, crunch time. And this is the time to hit the ball to score and not just trying to make life harder for the other team. You have to be decisive.
Another perfect pass taken right side, Stadola. And he has been an efficient player so far under pressure.
Yeah, and that's how you do it, right? Two blockers in front of you. You just hit it hard and deep, looking for the corners. Even though blockers were there, just not able to stop it.
So this is set point. Stadola on the end line. Puts one in. You know where it's going, to the right side. Oh, what a spectacular dig from the Chargers. Rappin off the blocker's hands. Policarpo has a chance. Can he save another one? Yes, he does. Free ball. Here they come, Chargers. A miscommunication. Set to the inside, but the block is there. Again, I'm not sure about those choices, but all the credit to the Chargers as they were there.
Yeah, a little bit of a miscommunication there on that pipe. But Liam just able to shut Diego down. A second block of the night from Liam on Diego.
And the Chargers managed to fight their way through in set number 2 and win 25-21. So we are all tied 1 set apiece in this best of 5 matchup. We are tied 1 set apiece in this best of 5 matchup between the Camosun Chargers and the College of the Rockies Avalanche. And so far it's been a story of errors. In the first set it was the Chargers from the service line and a few other unforced errors. In set number 2 it was the Avalanche who returned the favor.
That's right. Chargers able to make fewer mistakes here on the second set. The game still going as we all thought it was going to be. Diego getting most of the volume there.
3-man block, but it's kept alive. And right side, there you have it. Stadola going off Policarpo. So there's been some really entertaining play, though. And the other thing, Ed, is that even though there's lots of errors on both sides, the score is fairly close. Like, you can feel this kind of tension as these teams are going at it.
It's a close game. They both understand that, you know, there can be no missed opportunities here. You have to capitalize on any chance you got.
Well, LaGuardia makes that dig. I think it was a chest dig. And somehow or other, it got bumped back over, and the overpass was crushed down.
Yeah, Christopher, what can we say, right? 5 years or even 6 years of like straight up digs and being all over the court. Great job here by the libero on his seniors night.
Yes, the Chargers' all-time digs leader with more than 1,000, which is an awful lot of digs.
Legendary career, that's for sure.
LaGuardia, one of the best libs, started out as a gymnast.
I think played football too, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
The Chargers now up 3-1 in set number 3. Bolton on the end line. Kelvin Ma on the sidelines giving some instructions to his setter. And there's a step around, and that one is successful. As you saw Luke Margino come around his setter. Instead of hitting in the front, he hit on the backside.
Yeah, great job here by the Avs on the left side out. Perfect pass, textbook swing. Beautiful job by the College of the Rockies.
And an ace serve as that one goes between Bolton and LaGuardia. Not even a move. So the Chargers looking to get this one up to their setter to run the offense. Nice job from Bolton. Stadola, and he catches a hand as he pushes that one out of bounds.
A smart play there by Stadola. He knows Diego goes really up high there on the block, trying to look for the ball, chasing that ball really. So not so much of a good set, still able to push that ball off the blocker's hands.
There's Scherger. He's been effective tonight. 3-meter line pass. It is dug, but not successfully. And so that point will go to the Avalanche, and Policarpo will be on the end line. He has been up and down from the service line, but when he's on, watch out. But not this time. As that one goes long, Chargers score the point and the opportunity to serve the ball. Just a little bit wide. As these teams, both of them, they seem to be kind of threading the needle on these really impossible angles. Sometimes it's just put it in the court.
Yeah, a lot of times, you don't have to look for the lines, look for a seam. You have a lesser chance to make a mistake. Great pass there by Advard.
Kept alive by the Avalanche. Dig coming, Rappin to Stadola. Another dig. On the wing it goes, and into the Chargers court it goes, so that will be a point for the Avalanche. And they have taken a 1-point lead here, early stages of set number 3.
Off-system set to the left side. Matthew not staying in front of the ball, allowing him to hit line, point Avs.
Margino puts a tough serve in. Stadola is dug. LaGuardia adding to his total as he allows Conlon to put that ball down.
Perfect dig there by Christopher, allowing Matthew to run his offense as he wanted to, and Liam just pushing that ball down. No chance for the Avs. Tie game.
Well, we'll see what's going to happen here as Adolfson has struggled from the service line. Let's see if he's going to take something off or just keep going hard at it. This one is successful, and it's a beanie.
Advard. Yeah, that's a tough serve to pass.
Francisco was trying to get out of the way, I think, more than anything else.
100%. But that's such a tough ball to pass. Sometimes he hit it with not so much spin. That ball comes at you almost like a float serve. So props to Edvard.
It's a knuckler. Yeah, he keeps this one in as well. And there's a joust at the net. LaGuardia on the dig, gives a chance for Bolton, and he scores down the line. And sometimes it's not how hard you hit, it's where you put it.
Yeah, being aggressive doesn't mean hitting it hard all the time. It also means picking the right shots. Jake noticed that he didn't have a good approach, a little bit off rhythm there, just a little high and deep shot on the line. Great job by the left side, and props to Christopher, another perfect dig.
Well, Adelson has been setting that up, found his groove now on the serve. Conlon on the dig. Everybody thought it was down, but except for the referee, Adelson comes out of the back row and finishes the job. You got to keep playing all the way through.
Got to keep playing. I'm not the best person to talk about not complaining to the ref, but even though, you know, keep playing until the whistle is blown. Great job here by the Chargers.
Yes, you've had your moments. Adelson helping the Chargers to a 3-point lead and keeps it going. Puts the Avalanche on their heels, sets up a free ball opportunity. Perfect pass, Conlon in there, and he drills that ball down.
Liam slowly but surely getting himself into the game. A couple of beautiful blocks on Diego over the first two sets. Now being effective here on the third set off the middle. Great job by the senior.
Now you gotta wonder, Ed, these Avalanche players have played 10 sets in the last 2 days. Do you think, what time does fatigue start to have a factor here? One arm dig, oh, and it's kept alive. Out of the back row, Stadola, that one's kept alive as well, but finally, Bolton can't track it down. I thought there was a double contact there.
Yeah.
However,
I think that's a double too, because from my understanding, that doesn't count as a block. It counts as an attack. He tried to kill that ball. You know, still point Avs. Still early in the set. Chargers with a 3-point lead. Just forget about it. Keep playing.
So as we mentioned, the Avalanche played Thursday night, 5 sets, 17-15 or something like that in the fifth.
Yep.
Friday night, 5 sets, 15-12, and all the sets were pretty tight.
Well,
that's a lot of volleyball.
The last 2 points just shows you, you know, how that fatigue might be a factor here. 2 mistakes from the Avs, unforced mistakes.
And an ace serve as Conlon, finding his groove, as you mentioned, turns and blows a kiss to the crowd as the Avalanche take a timeout. Opportunity to regroup here. Welcome back to Pisey. It is 12-7 for the Chargers. These teams are tied 1 set apiece as we are in set number 3. Conlon, a big serve, high ball. This time it is off Rappin's hands and down. Point Avalanche.
Yeah, good side out there by the Avs. Great service by Liam. still Avs still able to put up a good pass. And then Reed off the left side, being really effective here tonight as well.
Francisco with the float. And the little dump is dug. Stadola was there. Another chance for the Avs from the right side, and it is long. So some tenacious defense shown by the Chargers there.
Great heads-up play there by Stadola. Pancake save off the dump attempt from Matthew. And then Avs not able to connect on the transition opportunity. Chargers up 5 points.
Rappin again. Another weak pass, high ball. And that ball is kept alive. LaGuardia tracked it down. And it's way outside. A chance for the Chargers in transition. Stadola. And he gets the job done. And you get a feeling the Chargers are really starting to heat up now.
You can feel the momentum here. Christopher just all over the place like he's used to do. Kyle Stadola, again, being really efficient here tonight. Great job by the Chargers.
Policarpo, good pass that time, but it's kept alive. LaGuardia on the back set, made sure he wasn't stepping over the line, and Bolton finishes the job.
Yeah, Christopher right now just showing off. He's told everybody, get out of the way, I'm going to set this ball. 1 foot up, back set, Jake Bolton connecting. Great job here by the left side and by Christopher. Chargers up 7 points.
So Rappin has really been going after Policarpo on his serve, trying to get him sort of off his game. So far he's been pretty successful the last few serves.
Yeah, even though Diego has been really effective attacking the ball tonight, passing not so much. And we know the game is not only about attacking, so Chargers' game plan is probably to go after him, to make him work all the time. It's working right now. Another bad pass.
And this is a free ball chance for the Chargers. The pass comes in the middle. It's set to the outside, but the block finally goes to work as Reed Grusing shuts the door.
Yeah, those are the little things you have to be doing with excellence. Free ball to the Chargers. Christopher, who's been having an outstanding night, didn't put up a good pass. 2 blockers in front of Jake. Couldn't kill the ball. Point Avs.
Well, there's a perfect pass, and that's what happens. Straight up, straight down.
Well, Christopher redeeming himself there. Perfect pass. And then Lachlan. One of his few kills here tonight. Hoping to get to see more of him as we go towards the end of the third set.
We'll see where this serve goes, if they're going to continue to go after Policarpo. And that's where they were headed as it was intercepted by the net.
Yeah, I think like second missed serves already by Jake. You don't want to be missing flow serves with that rate. Chargers still up 7 points though.
This one into the bottom of the tape.
Yeah, and what you said about fatigue kicking in, that might be a thing here for the Avs, Charles.
You know, I was just thinking exactly the same thing, just looking at their body and kind of the energy level that's out there. It doesn't look the same as the start of the first set. But they're still working efficiently and effectively as they blow that one off the hands, but they have a lot of ground to cover as the Chargers are up 18-11.
Yeah, a lot of ground to cover, but that's a very capable team. You can never doubt, you know, the #1 team in the country. And here comes Diego.
Into the middle it goes, and the block is right there on that force. And that was Luke Margino, who takes on Conlon successfully. And there's that half speed that we talked about. So just when you think they're down and out, right, putting a little pressure back on. And now the question is, how does Camosun respond to that pressure?
Yeah, you have to side out this ball here as soon as you can. You cannot allow Diego to gather all the momentum.
And success, as you said, as Edward Adolfson goes between the blocker's hands and gives Stadola a chance from the end line as he is ready to serve. Setter tries to dump, but it's blocked. Sets up a free ball opportunity. Great pass in the middle. It's the back pipe. But that is unsuccessful, and I'm not sure about the choices that are made there. However, it's pretty easy from the sidelines.
Yeah, our job here is definitely easier than their job on the court. But I have to agree with you, Charles. You have a free ball opportunity. You want to, score that ball with a lot of effectiveness. And honestly, that back set on the pipe not being super effective tonight, but Chargers able to recover the ball with a misserve from the Avs.
So Adolfson on the end line. He scored 3 in a row the last time he was in this position. Let's see if he can get the Chargers up a little more. Good, strong serve, back set, back row. Oh, and it just touches the tape and rolls over. And no matter how fast you are, you're not going to bring that ball up.
Yeah, sometimes it's just luck, really. Being rewarded by his aggressiveness, trying to score the ball. Tape helped him there.
Well, that's what you've said a number of times, right? You've got to be aggressive. Just give it a shot.
That's right.
Brett Kester, as he goes cross court and out of bounds, and each time you feel like the Avalanche are getting some momentum, it's like back-to-back missed serves.
Yeah, that's what's been hurting them here so far tonight. Way too many missed serves in order to stay within the game.
21-15, the Chargers lead. As Conlon hits the top of the tape. You hear the fans in here stomping and using their noisemakers, trying to take the server off his game, but just an unforced error from the Chargers as the Avalanche try to creep closer. 21-17. It was 6 points just a flash ago.
Oh yeah, this set far from over. Avs back in the game, but there it is, another misser.
So just as you think they're making a push, an error kind of shuts the door on them as Rappin comes to the service line. Now he was very effective serving down the line against Policarpo. We'll see if he does the same thing. This time the pass is much better, but the hit this time is much weaker. It sails long, and that is a point for the Chargers. And the Avalanche will take a timeout, and so will we with a score 23-17. Chargers are back on the floor, just waiting for the Avalanche. As this timeout is winding down, they're having an extra long chat amongst themselves. And maybe Cisco Ferrero trying to pump some energy into his team as they are back on the floor. The referee signaling the captain over, probably for a delay notification of some kind.
Yeah, usually that's a yellow card, but Mark Lindell just letting them do it. All good. It's part of the game too. For sure, if it happens again, that's going to be a yellow. And here we go.
Expect this ball to go down the line. It does. Handled easily. It's in the middle. And the side out is earned by the Avalanche.
Yeah, Avs, when they're in system, being able to run through the middle very efficiently. The thing is, they just haven't been able to remain in system consistently. So, yeah, point Avs.
So they have a lot of ground to make up here. Quick ball, a little bit low, and Stadola is blocked as both wingers got out there together and shut that down.
Yeah, a little bit of a low set there. Kyle still trying to hit it through the seam of the block, not able to go through. Point Avs.
Another low one. Bolton, oh, he was lucky there. He squeaked that one inside the block.
That's right. Again, one on the outside and now one on the Charger side. Jake being aggressive there. Tough ball to hit from the right side. Two blockers in front of him. Still trying to hit it deep. Tape helped him there a little bit. Point Chargers.
And it is a set point here as Bolton puts one in. Policarpo is inside, but it is long. And that will do it as the Chargers lose set number one, but have bounced back with authority in set number 2 and 3 and take a 2-1 lead. We'll be back after this. We are back as you take a look at the set scores. 25-22 for the Avalanche, and then the Chargers on top. 25-21, 25-19. This is best of 5.
Yeah, and Chargers able to cut down on the serving mistakes here, not making too many mistakes from the service line. And on the other hand, the Avs showing a little bit of that fatigue we were talking about. 10 sets played over the last 2 days. Now another long game here at Pisces. So they haven't been able to, being consistent from the service line. And we'll see how they behave here on this 4th set.
Well, this is the mental side of this game now because your body's tired and you just have to will yourself. And this is why you're training 5-6 days a week to play in these kind of conditions. And it's on top of a long road trip. So it really is challenging. And the Chargers at home, their fans here cheering them on. Big back set. Chargers keeping it alive, but it's a free ball. Can the Avalanche finish? Yes, it is off the blocker's hands and out of bounds. So first point, or rather, they've tied it up. It's 1-1. Perfect pass in the middle, it goes. Another opportunity to the wing this time, and this one off the block and down. Adolfsson.
Advard able to convert that. Transition opportunity there for the Chargers. Block not so well formed in front of him. Big gap between the blockers. Able to kill it.
And he's settled down quite a bit from the opening where he was making a lot of mistakes on the end line, as that huge ace gives a 3-1 lead to the Chargers. I thought Adolfsson has really kind of played his way back into this match.
Yeah, Advard, really technical and consistent player. Doesn't make a lot of mistakes, so you knew at first when he was making those was out of character. Now he's back into his game. So let's see how it goes here on the 4th.
Boston Thiessen from the end line. Setter from Mitchell, Manitoba, went to Steinbach school in Steinbach. All those Manitoba folks. Stadola, a little tip inside the block. That's what you call sizzling the pits. Policarpo is so high.
That's right, and Stadola, that's I guess the second that he's done that to Diego. Just recognizing there's a big block in front of him, and sometimes the hit's not the best option. Just a tool off the block. Great job here by number 9.
And he's on the end line as well. Puts a tough ball in, and the Chargers have an opportunity in transition. But it is an opportunity squandered as this one sails wide.
Yeah, those are the types of mistakes you don't want to commit. Able to increase the gap there. What was supposed to be a 5-2 scoreboard, now it's 4-3. Diego serving.
And he is long as well, so the serving woes continue for the Avalanche.
Yeah, and sometimes, yesterday he did not play against the VIU Mariners, right? Thinking about the weekend here in Victoria. So fatigue might not be a factor here for him, but maybe the lack of rhythm could be.
Oh, and this one is just out. Lots of pace on it, but out is out.
Yeah.
And the lines person is right there.
Really close one, but yeah, I think that was out too. Great call by the linesman.
Ethan Brom puts this one in. Set to the outside, the block is there. Another chance though for the Chargers. They go the opposite way and find a hole and find a way to get it done.
Stodula once again being really effective here tonight for the Chargers. Another point by number 9.
I don't know how many times I can say that ball was served into the net.
Yeah, and especially on the men's game, right? Riskier services. But yeah, I agree. Way too many missed serves here tonight.
And this one results in an ace. So that's a 2-point swing just from the service line. One is a miss and the other's an ace. And nobody has to work for it.
Yeah, just like that, Avs back in the game. Tie game here on the 4th.
And it's a hard-driven ball there. It's an opportunity. And again, Bolton finding a way to get it inside the blocker's hands. I don't know how he gets that done, but it'll work.
Yeah, great aggressiveness there by number 3. High set, not so many angles to hit, but still able to go under the block and score.
Rappin. Now he's been going after Policarpo time after time. This time it's a better pass, but it's dug by LaGuardia, and here come the Chargers, and again, it is Stodula.
Yeah, great dig by Christopher. Perfect dig, allowing Matthew to pick his options there, and Stodula just been doing that all night long.
Well, when a player gets hot, setters are going to feed him.
Yep.
Policarpo, diving save from LaGuardia, another point opportunity from the Chargers, and they score. It's Bolton again, as it looked like somebody draped the net from the Avalanche.
Yeah, Jake went for a push attack. Blockers were not ready for that type of attack, kind of didn't know what to do, touched the net.
Yeah, Margineau just reaching a little too much. So this serving over to Policarpo has really been effective as that ball goes back and forth. Beautiful dig on the overbump.
And you can tell Chargers game plan, serve at Diego, make him work as much as he can. And so far it's been working here for the Chargers, up 4 points on the Avs.
Up 4 points and a timeout from the Avalanche. Set number 4 of this best-of-5 match. The Chargers are up 2-1. A timeout was taken by Cisco Ferrero from the Avalanche as the Chargers had darted out to a 4-point lead, 10-6. This is a crucial game for the Avalanche. And the Chargers score that point as it drifts through the hands of the libero, Reese Clark. So make that 11-6 now. And this combination of Rappin serving against Policarpo has really paid a lot of dividends. And again, looked like that caught an updraft, hit the top of the tape, and fell in the open court as the Avalanche have to make a change now. And bringing new hand in once again.
Yeah, Cisco just trying to do something here, just trying to change his setter, even though setter wasn't even involved on that last play. Just trying to get their players to do something different.
Brett Kester comes in. LaGuardia on the dig, huge back set. Kept alive. From the right side it goes, kept alive again. Here's an opportunity for Bolton, and he buries it.
Wow, beautiful hit by Jake. 2 blockers in front of him, high ball set to the pin, and no doubt on his mind on what to do. I'm gonna go hit this ball sharp and down. Beautiful job here by number 3.
And now they have dropped Policarpo out of the passing lineup. But it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. They're in a world of hurt right now from the passing line. And Ferrero is not happy, jumps up, immediately signals for a timeout, and is going to have words with his team on their formation.
Yeah, well, when you have your star player getting off the passing line and then getting your right side to pass for you, then things are definitely not looking good for you here. Avs down big, Chargers up 8 points here in the middle of the 4th set.
The thing, though, is that you can't stop playing if you're the Chargers, because I've seen this happen many, many times before. You think you can just coast through to the finish, and all of a sudden you're fighting for your life. And so it'll be interesting to see if they kind of take their foot off the throttle a little.
Yeah, and I think that's natural from the human brain, right? You're just so much ahead that you kind of let your guard down a little bit. But that's what makes the good teams good. You have to realize that, and you have to push harder, right? You have to really, see that the other team is struggling. Let's finish this right here, right now.
Exactly. So all kinds of success for the Chargers with Rappin on the end line. Not a really hard serve, but it's just so effectively placed. Policarpo takes this one. It's a roll shot, and this one finally scores. And that's the one that you would think that you'd be able to bring up.
Right, we just talked about it, right? Francisco, roll shot. Chargers should have been able to put that ball up. But in any case, point Avs, 7-point lead here.
Well, props for him for putting that ball in. And this one is driven hard, but kept alive. Policarpo on the transition play. Now that's a momentum builder.
And we just talked about not stop playing. Big hit, even bigger dig by Reese there. Great job by the Avs libero. Some of the Chargers players were already celebrating, and then Diego over the top of the block.
Another chance here in the middle again, and another dig, but this time there is a net violation. I think it looked like maybe the Margino, but it was Doug, so they're starting to really dial in on angles.
Yeah, I like that Matthew was trying to give Lachlan, another opportunity to kill that ball. Didn't quite work, but unforced mistake by the Avs.
Bolton, he has a float serve. It's a tough one. And this one just ricochets off the hands of Lachlan Sugar. I'm sure he'd love to have that one back.
Oh, yeah. Right, he knew that Diego didn't have a full approach. He was most likely going for a roll shot. Poor hand positioning there, point Avs.
Margino going down the line. Ball's intercepted. Stadola buries this one. And Margino was there, but it probably traveled 10 meters up and 12 meters forward.
Well, props to the Avs team here, touching on all the balls, even though they're hard hits. They've been in good positions, just not able to control that hit. Too much heat from Kyle Stadula, number 9.
Yes, their positioning has been really effective. And a beautiful dump this time from the setter, Brett Kester.
And you can tell the Avs are back in the game a little bit, right? Digging balls, siding out with better efficiency than from the start of the set. Still a big lead for the Chargers, but the Avs are fighting back.
Well, you got to remember, they're the #1 team in the country and got a lot of pride. So they're going to play hard right to the end. Policarpo, this is dug, but a chance for the Avalanche. In transition, in the middle they go, but LaGuardia brings that one up. Stadola, did he get a piece of hand? No, out of bounds. So all of a sudden, it looks like somebody's done CPR on the College of the Rockies because they have upped their game.
Yeah, Chargers just missing opportunities there to get a point. Just allowing the Avs back in the game, but there he goes, another missed serve.
So the Avalanche trying to dig in here and force this to a 5th and deciding set. The Chargers would like nothing better than to take out the #1 squad. This could be their potential opponent in the semifinal of the provincial championships coming up. Joust at the net, kept alive, set to the outside. Oh, and this one is going 20 meters in the air. I think it was off Conlon's head or off the heel of his hand, I'm not sure.
Yeah, I think it was his head. Reed right away apologized to Liam. Big hit on his head. Coach Calvin making sure Liam feels good. But yeah, good sportsmanship here by the Avs player.
And Policarpo's on the end line. If anybody can get this team points, it is that man. And just like that, a point is scored.
Yeah, Jake getting in front of Christopher there. That ball with so much side spin can be tough to recognize that ball is going away from you, but not so much of a hard hit there from Diego. Avs down 4 points only.
This one's taken, it's over bump, kept alive. Chargers have a chance, they come out of the pipe. The block gets a piece of it though, it's still in play. Policarpo, he is blocked. Great rally going here. Chargers, here they come from the right side. Stadola. Back and forth it goes. Who's going to finish it? 15.
Yeah, great rally by both teams. Diggs, transition play there by the Avs. Able to cut down the lead to 3 points now. Avs back in the game.
And the Chargers now taking a timeout as this one is starting to heat up. Both teams are coming back onto the floor in set number 4 here. It is 17-14, the Chargers, but the Avs are making a push.
Yeah, Avs definitely back in the game. This is an open set, nothing decided, far from it.
Policarpo puts that ball up. Nicely taken on the outside, it's down. So a good response after giving up a few points from the Chargers. have the fans down in the front there running around with signs. Go Chargers, go!
Yeah, I think that's Liam's mom, very excited. I mean, we're all very excited here. Textbook side out by the Chargers.
18-14 now as Adolfson on the end line. He's been effective. Policarpo on the dig, right side, blocked. Jake Bolton right there.
Jake Bolton being really effective here since he got in the game. Didn't play first set, got in the game for Gabriel on second set, and just showing why he's an option for Coach Calvin. Great job by number 3.
Cruising, number 2 for the Avalanche, a late pickup. Joined the Avalanche after Christmas. But in the middle they come after the perfect pass by Policarpo, and that one is driven to the floor by Ethan Brom. So the Chargers trying to get into the red zone here, into 20. Weaker pass, Stadola goes down the line, it's Doug. Here's a big set to the outside. And Bolton has to reach high for this one. LaGuardia reads the tip. Stadola off the blocker's hands. We're still going here, folks. And finally finished on the 61 behind the center's head, a quick shot.
Great job by the Avs team here, able to run the middle on a back set in transition. Great job by the College of the Rockies. Now down 3 points only.
Brom again. And Conlon blasts this one off the middle's hands. And he had the angle on that one.
Liam just hitting it hard. Knew he had a blocker in front of him. Just said, I'm going to go hit this hard and deep. Got rewarded with the point, serving out.
And the chance to put it in play, but it's into the net. And the Chargers 5 points away from the match, but they are 5 huge points. An opportunity for the first one on this side out. Pass is taken, set to the wing, and it is off the block and out of bounds. And I think that was that Bolton?
Bolton
like
again.
You've said, he's come in and really made an impact.
Oh yeah, especially when you're subbing for the best attacker on your team. Gabriel has also been effective throughout the season, but Jake just coming in and being really clutch.
Big back set. And this one scores off Bolton's hands, but down on the Chargers side, so the Avalanche hanging around. Definitely, they are not rolling over, not going away.
Most definitely not.
Chargers going to have to play all the way through. Big side out for them, but it is served long, and that's been their Achilles heel this whole match.
Yeah, they've been playing really well most of the time, but then these missed serves just been hurting them, and not being able to build momentum, rhythm off a good play.
And Bolton has been very consistent with his float serve. And this one causes Policarpo all kinds of trouble, but the set is there. It is over the block, but out of bounds, didn't get a finger. And so that is another point for the Chargers, as by this time you got to start to feel it, right? I mean, you got to start to think, yeah, I've got this.
You definitely start to feel it, but you also have to understand you cannot play by the score, right? The score really doesn't exist. Just watch the ball, look at the ball, and play the ball. Forget the score.
Bolton again. This one's taken. It's an overbump. It's a joust at the net. Adolfson against the setter, number 5, Brett Kester. And Adolfson said, not today, my friend.
Not today. Heads up play there by Advard. And honestly, props to Coach Calvin Ma too. Their game plan just really, really paid off here, making Diego work with his passing. and then not being very effective overall. So great job.
Match point here. Going to be a high ball. Off the block it goes. So the Avalanche stay alive. The Chargers now just one side out away, one missed serve away, 1 point away. Into the middle it goes. Block is there. LaGuardia. He sets to the outside. Adolfsson on top of that ball. Deep corner. And it is over. The Chargers have taken down the #1 team in the country in 4 sets, losing the first and then bouncing back 3 in a row.
Great job by the Chargers. Great match here. Great 2 matches here that we watched tonight. Chargers coming out on top on both of them. And you have to feel good about this one, right? Chargers winning against the #1 team in the country. And we'll see tomorrow another good match between these two teams.
We talked about the importance of this match for playoffs, giving yourself an opportunity to be a little higher in the playoffs and put the pressure on other teams. So the Chargers looking good, but they still have to play through the end of the season to get to that playoff position.
Yeah, and more so than standings and where you're going to rank at the end of the regular season. It's about feeling good about your own game, right? Knowing that you can win against the best teams in the conference and in the country, and then getting ready for playoff time.
Well, as you can see, our final result is the Camosun Chargers 3 and the College of the Rockies Avalanche 1. An entertaining match from both teams, but the Chargers come out on top.